After 20 years of marriage, my wife's body disgusted me. To get away from that nightmare, I suggested Zoe an open relationship. I knew that no one would want her flabby figure, so I wasn't risking much. Just for a month, and you'll also have time for fun. Hesitantly, Zoe agreed. After all, she was ready to do anything for me. I wasted no time and asked my young assistant Ashley out on a date. Compared to my wife, she was full of fire. Honey, we're home. There's no room for secrets in an open relationship. I told her that Ashley wouldn't be having dinner with us that night, along with something else. Change our bed sheets and make one for yourself on the couch. With tears in her eyes, Zoe said that we had gone too far. I reminded her that it was her chance to take a break from our marriage as well, and it worked. She was submissive for the rest of the evening. After the delicious meal made by my wife, I went on to have a passionate night with my mistress. It was the perfect legalized crime. After that, I felt like I was on top of the world and was determined to take full advantage of my open relationship. So I got on a dating app and swiped right on the most beautiful girls, expecting them to like me back. Yet, nothing happened. Maybe it needed more time. Feeling down, I returned home expecting a delicious dinner from Zoe. However, there was only a note on the pan.
I'll be back late tonight. Dinner is on you.
For the first time in 2 decades, Zoe didn't wait for me to arrive from work. Still, it was for the better. No one would prevent me from having fun with my mistresses. I checked the dating app, but none of the girls ever responded to me. Therefore, I asked my assistant out again. That beauty jumped on me with passionate kisses right from the doorstep. I was already in the mood for a hot night, but suddenly, she stopped.
This is the second time I've worked overtime. When will I receive my bonus?
Your bonus is my lust. Ashley resolutely pushed me away and openly demanded money. Was she with me just because I was her boss?
Of course! Have you looked at yourself? Only your wife would be with you for free.
Upon realizing that she wouldn't get anything, Ashley grabbed her things and left.
You will regret it.
I was left alone, and for the first time, I saw myself differently. I criticized my wife a lot, but I wasn't any better than her. I waited for Zoe until morning to end that stupid open relationship, but she didn't come back. I called her several times to demand an explanation. Eventually, she answered, "Where are you? Where's my dinner and breakfast?" All I heard in response was a woman's moan, followed by a hoarse male voice saying that Zoe couldn't talk. Who are you? What's going on? Did my wife find a lover too? I waited for her all day and finally heard the door creak. However, when I saw Zoe, I couldn't believe my eyes. My wife had turned into a hot woman. Plus, there was a smile on her face and no fatigue whatsoever. Zoe, where were you? Who was that on the phone?
I was enjoying our open relationship, just like you. What a great idea, honey.
Feeling inspired, Zoe jumped into bed and quickly fell asleep. I couldn't even blame her because I started it all. The following morning, I had a proposition for her. Honey, let's be exclusive again.
On the contrary, I think we need to keep having an open relationship. Moreover, I have a lot of plans for today.
Zoe got herself dolled up and rushed out. I barely restrained myself so as to not make a scene out of jealousy. The mere thought of my beautiful wife being touched by someone else made me furious. So I decided to follow her. Zoe arrived at the most expensive hotel in the city. A muscular, handsome man met her there and led her to a room. I needed to act to prevent any closeness. I didn't have time as the couple went inside. I listened carefully and heard my wife moaning. I couldn't stand it anymore and broke into the room. That stud was leaning over my woman. I wanted to hit him, but his words brought me back to reality. Do you have an appointment? Looking closely, I noticed that Zoe was lying on a massage table with headphones on. I breathed a sigh of relief, realizing that my wife had remained faithful for me. I was so overjoyed that I almost hugged the masseur. Was it you who caused her to be so exhausted? It took her 10 sessions to relax and all the spa procedures to recover. The masseur emphasized that I had to treat my wife better if I didn't want her to leave me for someone else. Then he kicked me out, but I didn't resist. After all, I had a plan to fix everything. I texted Zoe. Try to come back sooner. I have a surprise for you at home. That evening, my wife returned and didn't recognize our house.
It's so clean. Are these my favorite flowers?
A specially made pizza and a bottle of the best wine were waiting for her at the table. I apologized to Zoe for suggesting the open relationship and begged her to return to our usual life. I realized that you are the greatest treasure in my life. Yet, she just laughed in response.
It's too late. I learned that I deserve more. More than a traitor who constantly demands everything and gives nothing in return.
Zoe handed me the divorce papers and told me to enjoy my open relationship.
Still, I don't think you'll find much success.
My wife opened the door, and there stood Ashley with the police. She accused me of harassing her at work.
His wife can confirm it.
I reminded her about our 20 years of marriage, hoping that she would save me, but
He seduced his assistant because he got tired of our marriage.
that was true. I didn't appreciate what I had. And in one day, I lost everything. My wife, my job, and my freedom. Appreciate what you have before it turns into what you had.